Hey guys, Big Dave here for Tales of Telara, and welcome to Warfronts. Yeah, that's right, Warfronts, exclamation mark. Warfronts is my Rift PvP show, where I take an average PvE player, that would be me, and I show you his struggles as he begins to try and get a little bit better at Rift's PvP Warfronts. How do we do that exactly? Well, we do that by following the guidelines. That's right, the guidelines. Know them, love them, read them aloud if you must. But don't forget, we have a fifth unwritten guideline, and that is have fun. That's right, guys, this is a game after all, so let's just try to have a little bit of fun. So if you were here last week, you know that this week on Warfronts, we're taking my warrior into a random battleground. Now, I thought this warrior was about level 26 or 27 or some such odd thing, but no, he ended up being level 22. So I took my level 22 warrior into a random battleground, and we got, you guessed it, Black Garden. So the game I ended up recording for this week was particularly one-sided, but Warfronts is not a PvP highlight show. You will never see me run around poning face and yelling, "Oh, teabag, teabag, teabag." That's not the point of this show. We're looking for educational value. So what I'm going to attempt to do is look at my performance in this game and see how it could have been even better. How could I have sanded down the rough edges on my performance and helped my team to an even more decisive victory, even though I'm not sure that that is possible, although the opposition did score 10 points. So I guess technically it would be possible. Alright, enough rambling, let's get into this. This is my level 22 warrior. He is in his Beastmaster PvE spec, and we are playing Black Garden. And that means there's only one thing left to say, that's right, to the action. And we're off. Or, no, there's like a minute left, we're not really going anywhere. But I left this space in so that we could have a little chat here together, just you and I. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Warfronts and where the show's been, where it is going. I think so far we have had a fantastic run here on Warfronts, and I definitely plan to keep it going into the future. I have some things on the back burner, sort of in the works, that might involve me either partnering with a YouTube network or potentially partnering with another Rift website. Not really sure what I'm going to do at this point. I'm just examining all of the options. I've said before, I do this because I love it. I don't really do it for the views. I get a lot of people leaving comments and sending me messages saying things like, "I don't know why you don't get more views. Your videos are great." Well, thanks for the compliments, but I don't get more views because I don't really try. I've not put myself out there. I've not tried to push the videos too much. I am an official Rift fan site, but I haven't used my privileges to post on the official forums. I could be spamming the official forums with my videos, things like that. I've just got them out there for people to find, and if you find them, fantastic. You'll become one of the loyal few. And otherwise, hey, you're missing out. But I guess you don't know you're missing out, so you're, oh, look at me right there, so pro, getting stuck on an environmental hazard. Anyway, guys, let's get this thing underway. We are off. It is Black Garden. We are doing what we do, that is running towards the center. We are all going to group up, and this is going to begin pretty much like every single Black Garden I have ever seen. One side pushes forward really hard, and the other side retreats, except I don't get the memo, and I go ahead and I push myself up into the center almost all alone with some ranged support. And, hey, I realize nobody's really paying attention to me right this moment. I'll take that fang. Thank you very much. So, again, we are thinking in this game about how my performance could have how my performance could have been improved. So, again, this is pretty standard, you know, behind the tree, here I go. I am line of sighting as I can. I do sort of get the warrior jitters here and spring out for a little bit of action. And with some help and my backup here, those who are watching my back, we take that guy down pretty easily, but I do get a lot of damage. But I also don't notice initially that I have a ranged rogue really just kicking the crap out of my butt, and he takes me down. So what I should have done there, I probably should have stayed behind the tree, and when the rogue revealed himself, I should have line of sighted the rogue. but I was a little too hung up on pushing out some damage and getting that kill. And now the most annoying thing about being a Beastmaster, resummoning your dead pet. I really miss my Warlock, or my Necromancer, excuse me, in these moments with that spell that lets you auto-summon your pet. And then I'm also going to cast like the 10 buffs that I have to cast when my pet dies and I die. So here we are again, back at the Fang, and that was good response by me. I moved right to the Fang and tried to grab it. It did get snatched up by one of my teammates, but nothing wrong with that. So, more action. We are going to move in on this, what was that, a cleric? I don't know. I lost him so quick I couldn't even tell what he was. We are, as a team, doing fantastic. Look at us. We're gathered around our Fang carrier. We are protecting her. We are taking the solo guys who kind of come in one or two at a time, and we are pushing out as much damage on them as we can. Here I am trailing this, what is this, a warrior, and trying to, whoa, getting feared, running around, crazy camera. And, what I could have potentially done here, I could have created some space with my knockback. I did not do that. I could have been faster on getting off my finisher. I did not do that. It took me a couple of tries to do that. I was flipping around, moved my camera maybe a little bit too much, and I sort of distracted myself there. So, again, we are sticking close to our Fang carrier. We are doing fantastic as a team. I really can't point out any particular mistake that we're making. Closing the distance there, yeah. I mean, it is difficult. That's why I said this is not a PvP highlight show, even though this game is a pretty good game overall. Now here I am, just kind of being stationary and not really doing much. I could have been thinking about doing something there, but when you are not really confronted with a lot of adversaries, it's difficult to know exactly where to go and what to do. And here is a major mistake by me and the rest of my team. We basically abandoned our Fang carrier. We were so bored, essentially, waiting for them to close the distance, waiting for them to respawn and come back, that we actually ventured out, and it cost us our Fang carrier. But we wise up and we quickly get back on task here. Another fear. These freaking leaves are getting in my way. Okay, is it ever autumn in the Black Garden? Jesus Lord. Okay, so more tree limbs and leaves. All right, it's beautiful, dev team, but it also really blocks my camera view. So again, here we go, kind of making the same mistake, running out, pushing out way away from the Fang carrier, way. And yeah, I'm gonna go to town on this little fella here. I do eventually get my my trigger move there, whatever the hell that move is called, the one that was triggered with a 30-second countdown. And now I start thinking, oh, maybe I'm gonna go back. No, I'm gonna adjust my camera, run out here, and now when I see that the Fang is dropped, I start thinking like a smart man, and I start to head back, and then I see, oh, that Fang just disappeared. Turn around and let's get the grab. Oh, a little barred action there, but he does not stop me for very long. I grab the Fang and I head back to the comfort and safety of the tree line. Now, given the low level of resistance that we actually have here, I could have easily moved up. I'm in the 4-point zone right now. I could have moved up into the 6-point zone, a little closer to the center, and maybe knocked a couple of seconds off of this victory and got us all back into the queue a little bit quicker. And I do realize that now, and I move up into the 6-point zone, so every tick of the Fang we are grabbing 6 points, and then I think, oh crap, I'm recording this, I need to do something cool right here at the end, like nothing, like do nothing. Yeah. Okay, so as we take a look at things, this is not a particularly good game for me because I did hold the Fang for over a minute, so that meant a lot of my opportunities for DPS were, well, they weren't there. Also, I'm level 22, so give me a break, alright? I did get plenty of favor, like that. Love the favor. It's very nice to have. And again, I did hold the Fang twice for just over 1 minute. So all in all, I think this was a pretty good performance. I could have done a lot of things better. My team could have done a couple of things better, just to kind of put the exclamation mark on this particular game. And yeah, let's go ahead and exit, and let's talk about what we have learned. Lessons learned. Well, what did we learn from this game? Well, we learned that it's possible to learn a lesson, even from a fantastic game. Even though this was a great game and we won it hands down with very little resistance, there were still mistakes that were made. There were still lessons that we could learn. Well, we learned also not to venture too far from your fan carrier, even if you get bored. Even if the other team is so bad that you have wiped the entire team and you're waiting for all of them to respawn, don't venture so far out from your fang carrier that you lose the fang. There was a moment in there where we could have potentially lost that fang. Luckily, we did not. What else did we learn? Yeah. I don't know did we really learn anything else, guys? Did you guys learn anything else? Oh, and we also learned that the Black Garden is a lush place in terms of foliage. Come on, man. Leaves? Tree branches? Hanging down in a fighting zone? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Seriously. But seriously, in terms of this game that we watched, a lot of things were done right, and I think that was fantastic. I hope you can chart some improvement on my part. I think I'm getting a little bit better as I go. Hopefully, you are too. Hopefully, you're watching this along with me, and you are getting a little bit better. That's the goal. So, in other Tales of Telara related news, we have a couple of things that are sort of lurking in the background right now. One of which is I did apply to be a director with TGN. TGN is the game network, that's TGN.TV. And that would be working with their Rift channel, which is TGN Rift on the YouTube. So I have applied there, and what that would do is it would allow me to get a little more publicity for myself and for talesoftelara.com, more than a YouTube channel. And it would allow me to get Warfronts out to just a much larger audience. And there are some other possible perks in there, but really I don't care about those. What I care about is getting the product that I am passionate about, which is Warfronts, out to the masses. The more people that I can have watching Warfronts, the better. But I guess I'm also lazy and I don't want to do the hard work myself, so if I could latch on to some established network and grab all of their glory, that would be fantastic. The other thing is, and I don't want to elaborate on this too much, is that I do have another fan site, a Rift, official Rift fan site, a news and fan site, which has extended an offer for me to bring Warfronts to their YouTube channel as part of their show content. That sounds interesting as well, and I don't know if we'll potentially be able to pull off both. Maybe. We'll have to kind of see what's going on. Also, let me take this moment to plug TelaraOnline.com. Yes, if you check out the blog, talesoftelara.com, I'm more than a YouTube channel, then you will already know that I have recommended and have become a member of the social networking site for Rift, TelaraOnline.com. It's a great site. I republish my Tales of Telara blog there, which includes the weekly Warfronts update as well as the Telara Vista for the week. I would encourage you to check it out. It's a promising looking community, and you can get my content there if you don't, for some reason, want to go to talesoftelara.com. And you can also see other content there. We do have a few community members who are currently, a few prominent website owners and community members who have joined up, and there's also a good community already there. So take a look. That is for you to decide whether you like it or not. It is talaraonline.com. And with that, we've got another episode of Warfronts in the books. That's right, episode 9 is down, and episode 10 will come next week. Speaking of next week, we will... I don't know what. We will take one of my characters into some Warfront next week. So be here for that, as exciting as that sounds. And until next time, guys, talesoftelara.com. I am more than a YouTube channel. All right, take it easy.